Okay, see if we can get the camera on here. The non-standard camera, because the standard camera in the mobile phone, of course, closes down, right? Because that's just how it is with stupidity and applications and no administrator rights, right? Yeah. See, yeah. Uh-oh, that seems to be needing for a little cloth, I think it's called. There we go. Of course, that's one of the other insanities and stupidities of new phones, right? No protection for the camera, and of course it just sticks out thicker and just putting a bigger battery in it, a little bigger battery as well. But no, we need to have the camera sticking out of the mobile, so when you passes, so they break and all that, right? And then they can sell you another phone and all that. Yeah, so designed absolution, right? Always something. But as you can see, I'm now actually sitting with the old program of this that I knew was working in regards to the upload, and they still have the red thing over here. So I'm trying to, and that's what it is doing now, and I've been doing for a long time. The thing is, in regards to this, it takes a long time. All the small files and all that, and whatever, and the video files and all that, it takes a long time with all these files. And of course, that's the problem, because when you then need to do it, and it doesn't really, I'm getting, when it works nicely. Right? Let's see if we can find it. This is when I changed the folder name, right? It shouldn't have been a problem, should it? I just changed the folder name, right? And then it made an issue and this and that. And this was from one of my backups. It's done it with multiple of the HTML files. And what happened? Well, every single one of these every single place, they just made it an extra. I really don't understand, these issues that I have, just incredible. How this is just stupidity. Every single one of them have an extra space now. You have to be kidding me, every single one of them. Some of them it didn't do it with us. Let's see here. Let's try some of these different ones and see if it actually, whoops. And let's see here. Open them up. I'll go over here. Apparently you can open. No, it actually did open more. Okay, great. Now I know what the computer is here. Extra space in that file. No space in that file. Okay, that's the MP. Okay, so the VP has, and that was the standard file for my, and as you can see, there's double space, or the extra space every place. The MP was also one of my extra space everywhere. This one, problem there, no problem there. In regards of index new, looks like it should. MPE also got, no, that might just be me in regards of those spaces. This one, MP new, no, that's gotten a space as well. Every single one of them got a space now. And I didn't even do, the error was in regards to the. This one seems also to be okay. So I guess probably those of was affected. Responsive minimal skin wide. That has gotten a space between them. All the down, never asked it to do it. Never, just while the error happened. And this one has it as well. Now, of course, it's so I can sit and update all the things, I guess, which will take some time, of course. Again, waste of my time as usual. But I can pretty much look at the old file, the new file, and then compare it when I get the things up again and, under control. At some point, hopefully, it would have, having so much files on the servers, it takes longer to synchronize, and when it takes longer to synchronize, and apparently that when there's problem with synchronizing, when it doesn't really get that you have synchronized, which I have no idea why. So again, I'm trying the old program, have installed the program again, and another location. Now I'll see if I can. Now I have the backup of the old, so I'm thinking of actually just starting over in some sense, and then taking it little by little and build on that. All the settings that I've toyed around with, I can still. Now, of course, in regards of copying and pasting, that's in regards of the files and all that will be a work as well. Now, because there's a space between everyone, so I will probably need to sit there and it's just incredible. So apparently I need to make a backup on the disk and have a backup on my computer, because apparently something like that apparently can happen, which I have no idea why it would actually happen, because the files was on the server, not on the, so you have the starts of the videos that I made, now all has a space between it. So I'm probably needing to go there and push them all out. Again, it's just a waste of time. Again, wasting my time getting further with these things. But yeah, I probably should have made a backup, but I didn't think that anything like that would actually, and I thought I had like a backup on the actually, and that's probably outdated, as pretty much outdated. So yeah, that's not going to work. I think the only files that I have from the old are probably those that are messed up with yeah. Again, one idiotic issue after another, which shouldn't never have. Yes, but at the moment it's just synchronizing onto the computer at this moment. Again, takes time and all that, and I'm just letting it following along, and hopefully it will become green. And if it doesn't become green, I don't know what is wrong then. No problem before in regards of that I didn't mess around with. Is there any other files it has then damaged? That's the thing, right? What has it else toys? It's like in the old days, computers actually did what you asked them for, right? They were not going around like women and just doing analog thing. Go live on YouTube, for example. Sometimes I need to push a couple of times before it actually wants to work, and then it works. Yeah, it's just. So what was the difference? Oh yeah, apparently just now it wants to work, right? And that's a lot of things where you need to try multiple times. And so now in our days, it's more like analog, maybe or maybe not, maybe not, maybe. It's just, I just don't understand it, Oh, in those old days with Windows 2000, they were the days, it's very sad. I remember I had an old computer running regards of Windows 2000. I think it was 400 megahertz, but it was running nicely and was upgraded in regards to RAM and all that, because it was from different old computers, and collecting a grand computer, right? And well, not of course at that point, but if it at the time, if it had so, and I was working. It still did what it needed to do. It was quick, it was stable, no problems, rock stable actually. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that computer, if I threw that out or what, I can't remember. It's many years ago, but I wish I actually still had it. Do whatever you wanted on Windows 2000. There's nothing new on the newer day computers, just full of all this bloated bullshit, spyware, advertising, security. There wasn't really there wasn't anything that you really couldn't do in the you could play video files, MP3, and of course, in our day, do whatever I wanted, and it was rock stable, rock stable, rock stable, and that's like many many years ago. And nowadays, it's just slow, spyware. Windows 2000, working like, there's minor things here and there you could actually have fixed in Windows 2000, but overall, that was the greatest Windows system ever, yeah. And I'm not alone in regards to that, view. Now, of course, I know many actually didn't use Windows 2000 out there. They went it for, and Windows 2000 was, that was, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder why people didn't just upgrade in regards to Windows 2000. I don't know. In any case, it was rock solid, and even more rock solid than XP. And it didn't have all these crazy daisy things and graphic bullshit, and like wonderful, wonderbar. Wonderful. Yeah, that's. I did have, I had but it only worked with 16 colors, sadly. But I actually did have Windows 2000, like a disk for it and all that. And I actually did install. It only worked with 16 colors and all that in regards of, I sadly couldn't get the graphic drivers to work. But just sitting on that system again, oh, it was so, that would be it. If someone made a 64-bit version working like Windows 2000 and being as rock stable as that and all that and sane, that would, there's two things that they could have, different drivers and all that. That would be one thing that could make Windows 2000, something that, and then in regards of fixing the programs in where you can push and then multiple programs can come up. That are pretty much the two things that I could see as improvement in Windows 2000. Yeah, that would be nice. But no one is going to do that, of course. It's not going to happen, we're moving forward in the insanity of the Antichrist. And anyway. Now there are some that are making a clone of Windows 2000, and it's open. I think but they are it's really nice to see the project and all that. And of course, if they can actually get it to work on newer hardware, that would be nice. But it would have been nice if they actually would have upgraded to a 64-bit, because that is usually what we are up at the moment. Into this, or whatever, and just make them work on it. And of course, having it being freely available for everybody and open source and all that, that would be like that. And no crazy daisy things in the program. That would have been wonderful, yeah, but it's sadly I don't have much, but who knows in the future. But yeah. But they don't even have the 32-bit version totally working. So, but it would be nice. It would, it would be. That would be, finishing up in regards of the files, and it's just in the insanities. I have no idea why it would do like it did. And again, there are actually many times where computers are doing things that you have no idea why they would ever do. And they do. Paradise, that was the days. Okay, we have now updated. So what does it say? I'm still getting a red block. So what if so I've just synchronized it. So let's try and say publish and synchronize again and see what it says. Then there must be something wrong in regards of, again, it must have messed something up on, now it says that it needs to update all my files on the server. 2,824 files. Something apparently is terrible wrong. Needs to be updated. this is insane. Something, I don't know what is wrong, but something is terrible wrong. So now I can say, oh, synchronize. So now it's going to synchronize nearly. So there must be something in the data that apparently, there must. I don't know what is wrong. I just, I just don't know. I really don't know what is wrong, because some of the places that I actually have made in regards of I actually, that was new. I put new things on the, or maybe that's, I don't know. I really don't know what is on. I just like thinking this is, what is going on. But anyway, so I've just synchronized everything, and it's apparently it still gives me the red. If I remember correctly, it actually becomes green when it's synchronized. I'm not entirely sure, email, but I don't remember the red. But beforehand, it said, oh, let's turn it again. Okay, we have multiple. Beforehand, it wanted to update all the files that I had on my computer. This is my computer, right? And now it wants to update all the files on the server. That doesn't make sense at all. And as you can see, it's red there, And the only thing I actually did to this folder, and or something that was, what was it? Did I name it something else? No, I think I just made it content. Whatever, that's the folder. So because the new version of this application didn't just, I thought I could maybe just update the Java, the new version having the thing is they are, the files have the same name and all that. So I needed to fix the standard content for the old to another name, just to make the folder for the new content, and of now not being able to synchronize and making another line in every place in regards to the file, which absolutely does not make sense, And of course, usually when you want to save a file, you need to push Control S. And yeah, my keyboard is old and the fans are, it's a mess. It's an old computer. But anyway, so usually if you want to save a file in regards to a HTML file, you would do that. And I don't remember saving, why would I ever save a file that has these issues? I wouldn't. And some of the files they're gonna back up, but I don't know what is going on with this updating bullshit either. That is now going from one place and then it wants to, apparently it also broke while I did the other thing. So I really don't know what to do here. Just files just to sync and have no problem, right? And then take it from there. I don't know why that wouldn't be needed, but apparently, and I'm not even sure it will fix the issue, because I don't know what the issue is. Who knows? It might be a server problem, as Interesting. Oh well, I'll just keep on going and see if I can get it working. But yeah, not just annoying with all and change, and make a space in every single place in the file. Doesn't make any sense. Why would it do that? And then multiple files. Now, it hasn't done it with every file, but it seems like the files that I had opened at that time, that it has done it with, And, yep, that's, I guess, just what it is. So, I have a backup thing on the computer that is, having the damage and all that. But, if I just start all over,